Oh man, it's always something. What's up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks to all of you guys who have been watching as of late, also subscribing. Also a huge shout out to our esports betting sponsor, that being Thunderpick, because today we're talking about some of the biggest Halo drama we have seen in a couple of months, and you can also bet on Halo through our partner. Please, if you do so, bet responsibly, 18 plus only. But more importantly, let's get to the heated drama in the Halo scene right now. As a Halo caster and community manager for Status Quo, that's Flamesword's team, by the way, has now, well, gone publicly to Twitter to manage a community and exclude some people from that community by referencing some good old Christian and Catholic quotes from the Bible. And this is going to be an interesting one to talk about, so let's get into it. As Magic Moonshot, again a caster and community manager for Status Quo, said, I am building out channels in my Discord for the ladies' scrims on Saturday. I love and value all people, and as a Christian, I believe God created people in his image as male and female. Genesis 5, 1 through 2. Therefore, I will not be allowing trans players to participate. And if you guys expected a response, well, yes, you surely got one. Before we even get to the second part of all this, the initial statement, just like the immediate hypocrisy, is one of the biggest issues I have with all of this. Like, you have the gall to say, I love and value all people. Unless you are these kind of people, I will not be allowing them to partake. Like, the immediate hypocrisy, and then using like quotes as if to back you up. I'm not huge into bringing the Bible and religion into these kind of debates, guys, because you can debate back and forth, and people in replies even using their own religious quotes and verses to go back against what she had to say. But it is your job to manage a community, and it seems like you've done a pretty poor job just based off the response of you not allowing these people to partake because they are trans. Well, the Halo community, their wide and large response has been that Halo is for everyone. I'm not just talking about a large portion of the Halo community and players who saw this. I am talking about casters and talent and pretty much all of the employees over at HCS. I'm talking about one of the heads over at HCS who helps, I believe also some of the heads in 343 who make the game Halo have all responded to this saying, hey, by the way, Halo is for everyone. We even have pro players like Lucid and Spartan and others now, of course, reiterating the fact that Halo is for everyone. But I do want to read at least some of these responses that had their take on the situation. My boy T-Dog saying, hey Moon, I'm not here to pile on, but I would encourage you to read Luke chapter 7, 36 through 50. Multiple times in scripture, Jesus converses with those who are considered outsiders in the society. Instead of shunning them, he constantly tried to learn their story. The gaming scene is like sports, brings every race, religion, and background together, which to me is a perfect place to have genuine conversations without the church stigma. You never know who you can impact by your daily walk. And you had Spartan saying L, others agreeing. You had Wavepunk, who is well known in the esports space, saying the church taught me to be afraid of anything I didn't understand too. Please don't use your beliefs as an excuse not to learn the difference between gender and sex. Skylar saying, I want to start by saying I respect you. However, this is super unprofessional. Your representation when you say things online and IRL has an impact on Status Quo and LVT because you work for them. People will make assumptions about these orgs based on what you say. And we already have confirmation as of now, LVT and other sponsors have already begun to terminate their contracts working with this person, all because of this one post, which, yeah, that's certainly a sucky situation. But when you post these things publicly, I just don't understand how you can't see past. Like, how did you expect to say, I love and value all people, and then refute it right by saying, I'm not going to allow these people, and not expect the community to speak up? I just don't understand. Then you had Zach saying, the Lord is good to all. He has compassion for all he has made. Psalm 145. Do not use the Lord to justify your lack of acceptance and compassion for those who have wronged you. Lead with love. I hope you reconsider. Others saying, all I can say, this is extremely disappointing and disheartening to see. Really hoping you'll have a change of heart on this. This is not it at all. And this is John, who is the senior community manager for Halo, the game of which she represents in her community, saying the best way to show that you love and value everyone is to be as inclusive and inviting as possible, no matter what their background may be. To that point, I assure you that ostracizing an already underrepresented group is not the right way to go about building a healthy community. The world is already too quick to block out people because of differences. If we want to help change that, we should all strive to be more welcoming whenever we can. Alongside so many caring people who've already replied. I strongly encourage you to listen to those sharing their experiences, reflect, and reconsider the approach. And that is from one big community manager managing the Halo community to one very small community manager within the Halo space, that being Magic Moonshot, sharing her take on the fact that trans people are not going to be allowed for her scrims. By the way, this is not some multi-million-dollar tournament and maybe sport debate of allowing trans people to compete as well. This is some Halo scrim night, all right? This is just practicing the game of Halo with the community, which ultimately I'm like, what are you even talking about at the end of the day? And for me, it was the ultimate hypocrisy of starting out your tweet by saying that you love and value all people, where clearly you don't. I mean, you just go against exactly what you said. At the end of the day, if you have these thoughts, surely you can have them and you can also keep them to yourselves. But if you're going to say them aloud, you have to deal with the repercussions of a community who clearly disagrees with you and your takes on this individual case. When players and staff and employees and casters and talent and other community managers are blatantly disagreeing with you and your takes, maybe it is wise to reapproach and maybe rethink, where you're coming from on these kind of things. At the end of the day, it seems the large response that I have seen from the Halo community is very unwelcoming of this take, and they are saying that Halo is for everyone. So what do you guys think? Maybe developments on this coming, maybe not. I don't like covering these kind of things because it's so divisive and it gets so toxic, but what do you guys think? Till next time, take care of yourselves. We'll see you back here sometime soon.